Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are the most unselfish wrestlers in WWE. Today, claims former WWE champion. Hello, guys. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Jennifer. Have a nice day. For the WWE family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Thank you. Roman Reigns has often been criticized by fans for appearing self-centered, especially during his 1,300-plus day reign as world champion, during which he consistently overcame every challenger. However, former WWE star and United States champion Baron Corbin recently defended Reigns, emphasizing how unselfish he is behind the scenes in professional wrestling. Corbin also praised Seth Rollins for his similar attitude. Speaking with Dave LaGreca on Busted Open, Corbin said, "In this business, there are always going to be people that are selfish and want to make everything about themselves," he began. "But I'm going to bring up Seth and Roman. The reason they are where they are, why they're so successful and destined to be Hall of Famers, is because they're not selfish. These guys want to elevate everyone they step in the ring with. They care about the business above all else." Do you think Roman wanted to be humiliated by getting covered in dog food? No, of course not. But he said, "Yeah, man, if it helps the show and the storyline, let's do it." That's the difference. These guys constantly strive to lift up those around them and improve the overall product. That's why they've reached the level they have. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins began their WWE main roster careers together and rose to become two of the biggest stars in the company and the wrestling world at large. While they've been fierce rivals on screen, they remain close friends in real life. Their most recent feud ignited before Wrestlemania 41 and culminated in a high-stakes triple-threat match, also involving CM Punk. Rollins emerged victorious after pinning Reigns, who then took time away from WWE. Now, Reigns has returned, while Rollins is currently out due to injury. Many fans expect their rivalry to resume after Summerslam. In related news, WWE superstar Jey Uso stirred conversation at the Mattel WWE San Diego Comic-Con 2025 panel by boldly stating that Braun Breaker delivers a better spear than his cousin Roman Reigns. Known for his candid remarks, Uso credited Breaker's lineage, citing his connection to the legendary Steiner family. Jey Uso won't have to wait long to test that claim. At WWE Summerslam 2025, he'll join forces with Roman Reigns to take on Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed in a highly anticipated tag team clash. The match was made official after Reigns made a dramatic return on Raw following Saturday night's main event, where he came to the aid of Jey Uso and CM Punk during an attack by Breaker and Reed. Reigns extended an invitation to team up, which Jey quickly accepted. It's a true generational battle, the Bloodline versus the Breakers, promising intensity, emotion, and fierce competition. Breaker, the son of Rick Steiner, continues to receive high praise from WWE legends and current stars alike. With fan favorite and undisputed tag team champion Jey Uso supporting him, Breaker's momentum is growing fast. Still, with Roman Reigns involved, this match is about more than just athleticism. It's about pride, legacy, and family tensions unfolding under the bright lights of SummerSlam. The July 28th episode of Monday Night Raw had plenty that fans loved this week, with strong matches, notable moments, promos between rivals, storyline continuations, and more. It was a busy night for those on the WWE Raw roster, as this was the go-home episode of the Red Brand prior to SummerSlam 2025, with WWE set to host its first-ever two-night edition of the event. The Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, Michigan, featured multiple big names such as Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, CM Punk, among others, who all contributed to WWE's continued build to SummerSlam this weekend. One of the most enjoyable matches on Monday Night Raw came in the opening contest, as AJ Styles teamed with Asuka and Kairi Sane of the Kabuki Warriors to take on Dominic Mysterio, Roxanne Perez, and Raquel Rodriguez of the Judgment Day. The mixed tag team format gave Raw a fresh feel this week, and the match delivered a highly entertaining performance. Styles secured the win for his team, building momentum ahead of his Intercontinental title challenge against Mysterio at SummerSlam. WWE often lacks face-to-face promos where wrestlers engage in authentic, direct conversations, without relying on catchphrases or exaggerated metaphors. That's why the backstage interaction between Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross stood out as a highlight of this week's episode. It was brief but impactful, with both men delivering intense and focused dialogue ahead of their clash at Summerslam. Kross offered more insight into his motivations, while Zayn showcased his passion. The segment added much-needed depth and intrigue to their rivalry, something that was missing from their previous encounter at Night of Champions. After being outdone by Gunther on the microphone last week, CM Punk returned with a powerful response. He spoke candidly about his love for wrestling, his desire to become World Heavyweight Champion, and his belief that he has earned the title of Best in the World. The promo echoed elements of his memorable AEW speeches, particularly ahead of his all-out 2022 match with Jon Moxley, and marked some of Punk's strongest mic work since returning to WWE, perhaps only rivaled by his feud with Drew McIntyre. Gunther versus CM Punk remains one of SummerSlam's most unpredictable and exciting matches. In a backstage segment, Paul Heyman informed Bronson Reed that Braun Breaker would be stepping up as the leader of their group in Seth Rollins' absence. Breaker embraced the role with confidence, presenting himself as a rising main event star, something that could stir tension upon Rollins' eventual return, as Breaker's position will no longer feel secondary. In the show's final segment, Breaker and Reed were portrayed as dominant forces as they overwhelmed Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. Breaker unleashed a powerful spear and leapt over the announce table onto Reigns, while Reed followed up with a crushing splash. Although many expect the Bloodline members to rally at SummerSlam, this week's ending created genuine uncertainty and showcased that they won't be at full strength heading into the big event. A 39-year-old AEW star recently reacted to the viral moment between Roman Reigns and a member of Seth Rollins' stable on Raw this week. The star referenced the segment right after the show ended. AEW star Shawn Dean responded to the moment where Roman Reigns had his sneakers taken. On Monday Night Raw, Seth Rollins' stablemates Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker attacked Jey Uso before Roman Reigns arrived to intervene. Reigns and Jey are scheduled to face Bronson and Braun in a tag team match at SummerSlam. A major scuffle broke out between both teams, culminating in Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker overpowering the OTC and Jey Uso with signature moves. Bronson also took Reigns' Jordan sneakers before the show concluded, and the moment quickly gained attention online. After the show, AEW's Shawn Dean referenced the sneaker incident with a humorous reaction. Last week on Raw, Roman Reigns had a confrontation with Paul Heyman, who was trying to recruit him into a new group featuring Seth Rollins. However, Braun Breaker expressed that they didn't want Reigns involved. WWE veteran Vince Russo criticized the segment during an interview on Sportskeeda WrestleBunge's Legion of Raw. He's trying to recruit Roman, and literally the next second, Braun Breaker is saying, "You don't get it. We don't want you here." No, Braun, did you even hear Paul? He was just trying to bring Roman into your group. It's hard to make sense of it. As a writer watching this, I just can't believe it. It remains to be seen whether Reigns and Jey Uso will overcome Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker at SummerSlam. Seth Rollins defeated Roman Reigns and CM Punk at WrestleMania 41 after Paul Heyman shockingly betrayed both Punk and Reigns, though that wasn't the original plan. On WWE Unreal, Triple H shared that the initial plan was for CM Punk to win the WrestleMania main event, a triple threat match against Reigns and Rollins. In that version, Heyman would pretend he might betray Punk, possibly helping Roman, but Punk would ultimately overcome the adversity and win. Triple H noted that while logical storytelling is important, predictability can weaken impact. In such cases, swerves help maintain audience engagement. Another writer disagreed with Punk winning and suggested that Heyman turning on Punk to align with Seth Rollins would make for a more dramatic and memorable ending. That twist would reveal Seth had been orchestrating things all along. They felt this betrayal would create a powerful WrestleMania moment by ending the long-standing alliance between Roman and Heyman on the grandest stage. I get it, but I really dislike that finish. Punk winning is fine, but Heyman siding with Seth instead? That's a bigger shock. Like Seth had been behind it the whole time. That story feels stronger. Breaking up Roman and Heyman at WrestleMania? That's a moment worthy of the stage. While CM Punk winning would have been satisfying to many, a large portion of fans agreed that Rollins winning, with Heyman's twist, was the better call, as it opened the door for more future storytelling. Which ending would you have preferred? CM Punk's triumphant win, or Seth Rollins revealing his master plan with Heyman's betrayal?